again, the number one thing men look for is beauty, right? So again, if you can't control your eating, like the way men are going to see it is you kind of deserve what you get, and they're not, it's not to, I'm not trying to judge you because I've been overweight. I get it. But, I would say that should be your number one priority right now is losing weight. 1,200 calories a day, baby. I did it. It's not too bad once you get past the cut.
I even eat less than that at this point. Some days I don't even eat, and that's not healthy either. But the thing is I don't want to attract the men that you're talking about. I don't want them.
Well, I would say that's all men. All men prefer thinner women. Some might go for bigger. Some men might go for bigger women because they're easier. So they kind of the way that a lot of guys see it is bigger women are just easier to get. So they might not want to go through the trouble of getting like a super attractive girl. It's the same thing for me. I would say I'm pretty average looking. There's more beautiful women. Some men might go for a more average looking girl because they view the beautiful women as too hard to get. It's like too difficult. But they're always going to prefer the more beautiful and the thinner.
Looks matter. Looks do matter, but looks aren't everything. And, I find myself beautiful in a lot of ways.
To women, though. They're not everything to women. But they're a lot. They're probably like 80% to men up front.
It's okay that I'm having such a hard time dating because I am trying to find the exception when it comes to men. I am not looking for someone who just judges me based off of my appearances because in general, there are a lot of men who say beauty is in the eye of the beholder as well. The people that are attracted to your page, yes, they guarantee they are looking for just looks, but it's not all men. There are a lot of men that I've met that don't just include looks. And there are a lot of men who are attracted to me just exactly the way I am.
Why do you go about it that way? Because I was in your position. No. So I was in your position. And instead of why argue with me about what men want when you know deep down on some level that men are more attracted to thin women? Why not just, say I'm going to lose the weight? Like, why argue? Why be combative? Why not just lose the weight and then problem solved?
That's a deep-rooted question, and I would have to say it's because I've met good men. I've met good men.
Wait. So they're bad if they prefer thinner women? That's what you're implying.
I've met.
I mean, the guy you went for was tall, right? I don't think you're bad if you prefer tall men. You're 5'9", I prefer tall men.
I do too.
Yeah, so why is it wrong for men to prefer thinner women? Like, why use the shaming language?
It's because I don't want to. Because when you get older, naturally, you do usually gain weight. You usually get wrinkles. You usually get gray hair, and those are the type of men that'll leave me for someone younger. I don't want that. I want somebody who prefers who you are as a person.
No, but what they see it as you're irresponsible and you lack discipline. Because if you're overweight, you do lack discipline. You can't stop. There's no reason you should be that big at your age. There's no that. Like, do you know how many 10 pounds is 35,000 calories? That means for years you've had to eat in a calorie surplus and do nothing about it to get to that point. So, and I was in that same position. So again, I'm not judging you. I understand how it happens. But when it happened to me, I knew that I lacked discipline. So men see that as a character flaw, and it is.
I did lack discipline in that category. And one of the things is I didn't lack discipline in every facet of my life. I got my bachelor's degree. I'm in school. I have a job. I make more money than most men I meet on the dating apps. Most men I meet on the dating apps live with their moms.
Right. But most men don't care about that. That doesn't make you attractive because you make money. That makes them attractive to us. And the way they're going to see it is you're probably overpaid. So, because most women are overpaid for their work because men's jobs are traditionally harder. So like, for example, you probably out earn like a logger. You probably
I
out
am
a lot of blue collar men that do way more difficult jobs than you.
I do not get paid nearly as much as blue collar men. And you know what? As a teacher who
You
works,
make more than 45,000, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, I know. So loggers in Chicago, I'm from Illinois, so they make like 45K. So you make more than a logger.
Maybe in Illinois, but not in California.
I know, but what's with the arguing? Like, what's with the? You just said you make more money than most men you meet on the dating apps.
Because most men in the media and the dating apps don't have much drive. Okay, that's the thing that I'm trying to like tell you is that you may see me as overweight, therefore less than, or less disciplined, but why can't I not judge men off the same criteria? I see these men that haven't finished college, that don't have a good job, that are overweight themselves, and then I'm supposed to lose weight for these men. I don't want those men.
Well, exactly. But those are the men you're going to get when you're fat. When you're thin, you get way better men. So obviously, like, yeah, when you're fat, you get the men with no jobs. That's true. Those are going to be the men you match with. I when I was single, I was in California on the dating apps. Every guy I matched with had a good job and was attractive. But it was when I was thin, you know. I don't know if most people view teachers as overly ambitious. I don't mean to be rude. I don't think they see it as a bad profession. But when people hear ambitious, I don't think that's generally what comes to mind.
They also don't know what goes into it.
Yeah, but the problem is there's more and more people not being able to read now that are graduating high school, and the test scores just keep dropping. You gain weight and wrinkles after kids. 90% of our men are very reasonable with fair weight gain and wrinkles on a woman who has multiple kids. Yeah, because the way guys are going to see it is they kind of factor in like 50 pounds for when you have children. So if a guy's going to date you now and then you have his kids, he knows you're going to probably gain like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
So that puts you at like close to the 300 mark, you know.
I don't want that. I genuinely. Go ahead.
No, I understand it's difficult, but yeah, there's solutions you can do. So luckily for you, it's all fixable. I think you have a good face card. I think you have nice hair. And yeah, if you just do 1,200 calories for like 6 months, baby, you'll be hot. You'll be hot in 6 months. And then you can get some really attractive guys with jobs. So I'm telling you, I've seen my sister. She was a similar age and weight to you, and the quality of men is super crazy different now. And she's probably just 50 pounds lighter than you.
Yeah, I'm trying to lose more weight, but I'm not trying to lose weight for men. I'm trying to lose weight for myself. And that's something that I feel like is really that's really different maybe between me and you. I would rather make myself happy and then find people that are attracted to who I am as a person and, you know, what I do and what I choose in my livelihood.
But why would a guy want to be with a selfish woman who won't do anything for him?
I'm not a selfish woman. I would do anything for the man that I'm in love with, but
except lose weight. That's what you just said.
But
I
don't want a man who literally is so materialistic.
How is it materialistic to care about health? Because if you're at the same weight, he's going to have to take care of you when you're old. Isn't that kind of selfish to expect somebody else to take care of you because you can't stop eating?
It is. And I'm not sitting here on my ass doing nothing. I'm losing weight and I'm taking care of myself. But you have heard the saying that like you can't love other people until you love yourself first. Like you have to have something to give. You know what I mean?
Right. But my only disagreement was, or I guess, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to lose weight for a man. And then you get surprised when men view you as selfish. Because when you say stuff like that, that's what it is going to tell men. Oh, she won't do anything for me. Like what if you gain weight in marriage and your husband says, "Hey, could you get on the treadmill, honey?" no, I won't lose weight for a man. They're like, oh, that's exhausting. No, thank you. You know.